Look at these two photos. Which apartment do you think is the nicer place? Okay, remember your choice and watch till the end because we're gonna go look at these apartments in person and I think you're gonna be very surprised to see how your expectations line up with reality when you see what these are actually like. If you have fun watching this video, hit the like button and subscribe because I make videos like this every week. Looking for a new apartment is a lot like using a dating app. What you see online isn't always what you see in person. Sometimes the photos that you're seeing are recent and do tell the true story of what you're gonna see, but other times the photos are from several years ago when the apartment had seen better days. Does that sound familiar? Now, so far, the photos that you've seen are exactly what you would be presented with if you went on a site like StreetEasy or Apartments.com and you started looking at listings posted by various agencies. Those are photos taken by a professional and edited by a professional. And I think you're gonna be very interested to see if your opinion of these apartments changes when you see them up close and in person. So far, it's an older building, but it's clean. And the halls are really well kept. It looks like someone's here cleaning weekly, which is a really good sign. That's the first thing you wanna look for. All right, here we go, apartment number 1, and I am struck. The sunlight in this apartment is definitely something that was evident in the pictures. This studio has a really nice layout. You could put a queen-size bed over against the windows, and that wouldn't be a bad idea because this is not a street-facing apartment where you're gonna get tons and tons of noise from cars and from people. And then it looks like there's also plenty of room to have a couch. You could get a 3-seater couch, and then you could also have an entertainment center against the wall over here right next to the kitchen. It's got relatively new appliances, it's got plenty of cabinets, and it has a dishwasher, which is awesome because so many of these apartments don't have a dishwasher at all. But this one does, and it's got a nice ventilated hood for cooking. So if you're gonna cook in this apartment, you could easily use this hood to just vent the place out. It's got a full-size stove, but it also has a mini fridge. Let's see how big it is. I think for a single person apartment, this mini fridge is gonna be fine. Yes, a full-size fridge would be better, but this is great. Most studios, they just have the worst kitchens, but this is beautiful. I really like the way that this looks. I think that when our clients see this apartment, they're gonna be impressed. All right, let's check out the closet space. Yeah, I think this is definitely a walk-in closet. I just walked all the way in and all the way out. It's got overhead storage, which is nice, and it's got a couple of bars set up for hanging things at various levels. It's very big, and I think that you'd be able to get a lot of use out of that. As you can see right here, nice full-size mirror, which works. I mean, I can see what I look like every day, and I like how it's right here by the door so that before I leave and go out for the day, I know if I've made any major mistakes. But one closet, you know, I think I'd have to deduct a couple points there because there's not tons of storage space and you would have to make do with something on your own. But again, it's not like something that is just totally out of the question for an apartment like this. Let's take a look at the bathroom. All right, we're in the bathroom and this is a nice bathroom. Clean, it's functional, got a full-size tub. I like this because there's a window right here. Everything in this bathroom is full size. It's got a medicine cabinet, and this is key right here. This window in the bathroom, super clutch because if you've ever been in a bathroom that has like a really small ceiling fan that you have to turn on, it makes noise and it doesn't work as well as opening an actual window. So here you have the ability to vent out the space after you take a bath. And since you've got windows in the main room of this apartment and in the bathroom, if you open this window, you'll get nice cross ventilation, which quickly helps you clear out the apartment. You're not gonna have issues in a bathroom like this with mold or mildew. So bathroom here is definitely awesome. Let's do the natural light test. Ready? I'm gonna turn off all the lights in the main room here and we're gonna see how bright it is. You know what? That's still pretty good. Definitely, I give this one a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we're gonna go see the next apartment and compare that one to the photos that we saw and see if it's as good as the real thing. Can't say anything bad about this location. This location is incredible. We are right on St. Mark's Place in the East Village, and there's always a lot going on here. Right now it's the morning, so things are a lot tamer than they are at night. But once it's the evening, this block really livens up. Also a pretty nice building. So this apartment, I might have had a different impression of what I was gonna see. You might have a different impression than I do. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and a picture's worth 1,000 words. So let me know if you think that this one's accurate. But I just think the photos made it seem a little bit bigger than it actually was. Let's do the tour and I'll show you around. I think that this was one of the areas where I felt like there would be a little bit more room from the photos than there actually is. Let's take a good look at the kitchen here. It's functional. It's got a full-size stove. It's got a refrigerator, and it's got this nice vent right here and a window so that when you're cooking and using it, you can easily vent the space. It does have nice kitchen cabinet space. I don't see a dishwasher, but again, that's an added bonus when you get one. Not something that you should expect to see in every apartment, even though a dishwasher in itself might be something you get in other parts of the United States. And even though the kitchen's kind of small, there is an area right here behind the door where you could put shoes and maybe a small coat rack that hangs over the door so that you could maximize the space that you're using in this apartment. You should know this isn't a studio. It's a one-bedroom apartment that could be shared by 2 people. Both rooms, they could be used as private rooms for roommates, or one room could be the bedroom and the other room, that could be the living room. So after you walk through the kitchen, there's a little hallway, and then we walk into this nice large room here, which if I were using this as a 1-bedroom, this would probably be the living room. This is a really big room. It has a closet. It has 2 very large windows that let in plenty of light, and it looks like you could fit a couch in here and a TV and an entertainment center. It's not as big as some of the other living rooms that you might see in other 1-bedrooms, but this is a relatively affordably priced apartment. And again, it could be shared between 2 roommates. So if you were using this as a bedroom, instead of a couch and a TV, you'd need somewhere to put your bed. And this looks like it's plenty big enough for a queen bed, and you've got the closet. The larger the bed that you use in a room like this, the less space you're gonna have for other furniture and other things that you might wanna keep here. So if you were to use, say, like a twin bed, you would have no problem putting in a desk and maybe even a chair. But a queen or a full, that's gonna take up more space, and depending on the size of your other furniture pieces, it may or may not be possible to fit everything you might want in here. But it is a good room. It's very quiet. The ceilings here are tall, so it feels big, and it has a nice closet. So if this was your room and you had a roommate down the hall, you'd have a lot of private space here. And if it were a living room, couch and a TV here is great, because if you're sleeping or if your partner is sleeping in the bedroom, it's at the other side of the apartment, and they're not gonna hear as much of the noise from the TV or from whatever's going on in the living room as they would in the studio apartment that we saw. I think this is a good room. Let's go check out the other room, which is at the other end of the hall. If you were using this as a 1-bedroom, I think that you would probably want to have your bed here and have your living room furniture in the other room, just because there's a little bit more room to stretch out and relax. This room looks like it would fit a queen bed, and that's about it. If you had a bed that was smaller than a queen, you could fit more in here, but this isn't the room where I would think you'd want to hang out with your friends and socialize, just because it's not as bright and sunny as the other room. It does have a nice closet, which is great, and there's a heater in here. It's very warm, so you'd be able to sleep well at night and not be too cold. And you'd be able to have an AC in this window. So if this was your room and you had a roommate, you'd probably pay a little bit less money than your roommate would pay, because the other room is a larger space with a little bit more light and a little bit more room. But if you were using this as a 1-bedroom apartment, I would probably put my bed here, because it is private. You can shut the door, you can isolate yourself from the noise from whatever's going on in the kitchen or in the living room. And since it's in the interior of the building, you're not gonna hear any noise at all, really. Get out of the bedroom here and let's check out the bathroom and see how it is. Oh, okay. So this bathroom is really bright. I like that immediately. It's so much brighter than I was expecting. It has everything. It looks like it's got the full-size tub with the sliding glass door, so you don't have to have a shower curtain. This is something that's easy to clean and take care of. It also has a medicine cabinet, so you have a little bit of extra storage down there. It's not as new as the bathroom in the studio was, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be brand new to work. And this apartment's so well priced that if you were sharing this with your roommate, you would be hard pressed to find anything this nice for this price. Even though the bathroom isn't brand new, I've seen worse. This is a nice bathroom by East Village, Lower Manhattan standards, and you could use this apartment and save money and live in a fun area and have a great time doing it. So those are the 2 apartments. Which one was your favorite, and which of those 2 would you live in if you had to pick one? Leave a comment down below and let me know. Also, what did you think about seeing them in person versus just seeing those professionally edited photos? Do you feel the same way now that you've seen them that you thought you were gonna feel when you saw the pictures? Let me know what you think. As always, I really appreciate you watching. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. That way I can see you next time. Thanks.